Oh, yeah. Whew. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show. Cody? Uh-oh. Did Cody freeze? Cody might have froze. Oh, no. Cody 100% froze. I was waiting for him to hop it. Oh, he's out. He's out, everybody. Welcome back to another. Oh, there's two of me here. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show. This is the podcast where friends come together, have a good old time, and sometimes, occasionally, some technical difficulties. It happens. I swear to God, this never happens. But this is The Wanger Show. Cody will be probably back in a hot second, I would imagine. I did hear, the audio go, oddly quiet for a second. I didn't mute anything, and then he was just gone. He was just gone for a second. Let's see real quick. Oh, no. Yeah, he thinks his internet crapped out. So he'll be here in just a second. While we are waiting for Cody to hop on in, hello. Welcome back to the show. If you're watching for the first time, welcome. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button, being active in the live chat, or if you're watching after this live stream has gone, then you can leave a comment below, and that does help out the show, so please be sure to do all those things. We'd greatly appreciate it. We've got a lot of stuff to start talking about. I am not well. I am very, very tired. I was expressing to Cody how tired I was, and I was going to give him an analogy. I can't do that right now because he's not here, but once he pops in, all should be fine. All should be dandy. Can we get Fs in the chat for Cody? FS1138. Thank you for that. Can we get some Fs for Cody in the chat? I'd love to see that. I'm sure Cody would love to see that. King Sporkel, I only came here for Cody. Unsubscribe. Listen, I'm sure that's most folks. I apologize for this. I did not mean for it. Blame. What internet do we think Cody has? You think he's a Comcast guy, a Spectrum guy? Might be a Spectrum. So we'll have to ask him when he hopefully is here. If I have to do this show alone, oh my God. You know what? I'm not alone because I have my coffee. That's going to be helping me out here. Sassy Milkshake. What's up, Sassy? Are you sassy? Are you feeling sassy tonight? Nick says, can we also get some Fs for Christian? Very sleepy boy. I feel like I haven't earned that yet. Let me earn it. Let me earn this. Hearts for Cody. Rest in power. He's not dead, King Sporkel. His internet just went out. As you can see, his robot body is still here. I am just very much. I am in so much anticipation just to see his Zoom thing pop back up. I'm in a stance. I can't wait for it. I want it to be here so bad so I can go to sleep right now. But yeah, we are going to be talking, there was a big movie that came out this weekend, The Flash. Cody finally saw it, and boy, does he have thoughts. He was just sending me text after text after text, and I'm like, oh my God, Cody has some opinions on this film. What else did we put? There was a Kraven the Hunter trailer that I'm assuming people are losing their minds over, or they're like, oh, another film? Okay. And then what was the third one? What was the third title? I guess I can look right here. Let's see. I don't even know what we title these things anymore. Edit. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, and apparently Mission Impossible 7, shocker, is really, really good. I didn't even know people had seen that yet. So, boy, what a time. I'll tell you this. Cody ain't showing up. If there is something wrong, it's going to be a very, very short show. And I very much apologize on behalf of us here at the Wanger Foundation, okay? King Sporko says, Kraven looks dope. Okay. Alec, on the other hand, we don't talk about the Kraven trailer. Ooh. Two opinions opposite. King Sporkel said, a famous man once said, you are not alone. I think his name was Michael. Like Mike. I might be missing out on it. I don't know. Oh God, Please let this be him. Please let this work.
Hello? Hello?
Thank God. Thank God, Cody.
Good?
Cody,
Okay.
this was going to be a very short show. This was going to be the shortest podcast on the planet.
I could not have like done that to you on a worse night.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So
That's okay.
So right before we go live, I'm like, all right, you ready to roll? And he's like, yep. Let me just lean forward here and click start. And I'm like, wow, he's really leaning for a long time. And I'm like, this has been a minute and a half. You have been in the same exact position. And I'm saying this all out loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Christian, are you not doing anything? I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I look and my internet's out. My computer's freezing up. Zoom won't reopen. I had
no.
full-on restart my computer.
Oh, terrible.
But I'm here now. I'm so sorry. How's everybody doing?
That's okay. That is totally fine because as I was doing all that, it went like eerily silent. And I was like, I didn't push anything. Did Cody mute on his side? Good on him for like, being aware and like, try not to make any noise.
Professional.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I don't know if you watched the beginning, and I was like, Cody.
I haven't seen any.
Okay, it's great. It's fantastic. Because Cody, how you doing? Oh no. Oh, Cody.
Oh man, I wish that was intended. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's. Anyway. I thought you were playing. Like I thought you were like frozen yourself, like playing a joke on me.
No, I would never.
So welcome back to the show, Cody.
Hi.
This is the Wanger Show. I did all the intro stuff. It's okay.
What did we talk about? You talk about the news. You talk about the fan questions. You take calls. What happened where I was going?
I was literally telling them how like this couldn't have been a worse time for this to happen. And if Cody wasn't back in 5 minutes, we were ending the show.
Can we get some? I don't know if you gave context while I was out. What's going on? Because
okay,
I jumped on here the Zoom call the first time before my computer decided to die.
Yeah.
I was like, Christian, you seem kind of down. What's happening?
I'm incredibly exhausted. It is a very busy weekend, a very fun weekend. All good stuff, all fun things and whatnot. I am just physically like I didn't sleep too well last night, and I think like for the first time in a while for one of these shows, I was like, oh, I don't know about this.
You don't know if you got it in you.
Cody, I was in the warm up. I was like, who knows what I'll say tonight? This could be the night. This could be it. This could be game over for old Daddy C. You know what I mean?
And I told you before, but okay, how many we got watching here? 30, 34 currently live. Yeah. Literally all of them would have been fine with like pushing it to Tuesday or something else. You don't have to go live.
No,
tonight
of course
if you're
not.
Feeling
no.
it. You know what I think's happening here before you get to it? I think your partying life for the last 2 weeks of going to all these shows is finally catching up to you, and your body's remembering that you're 31 years old.
True,
right now,
but I'm also the concert was on Friday, so that I feel like that was I've recovered enough, and my ears don't even pop anymore. I'm already deaf as is. Like that doesn't affect me anymore. And also I'm not like I'm going to all these concerts, sure, but I'm not like I need to be in the pit. I need to fuck that.
No,
never.
I'm a seat boy. I'm a seat boy now.
I am sitting down. I'll stand when the show's going on, sure, but
I like being in my designated spot where I'm not going to get pushed around.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, and
exactly.
a tall person in front of me is not going to ruin my night.
I'll talk about that. Kind of, not really, not where you think, but. So yeah, I mentally I'm just a little checked out. I'm getting this coffee is helping. I'm gaining my
down it. Pour another one.
It's
down all of it right now.
I thought about making a whole pot, but I do want to sleep after this. But here's what I'm going to propose to you right now, okay, Cody? I saw this lovely TikTok. I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. It's about a woman talking about her relationship with her husband. And
you thought of me.
I thought of you instantly, way before my fiance, the whole thing. Yeah. I shared it to her, but I was like, I thought of Cody. I thought about Cody. What do you think? And she was talking about how like for them in their relationship, it's not a 50-50 kind of thing. It's not like 50% you, 50% me. It's more so like when he comes in, or no, she'll come home and she'll be like, hey, hon, I'm at a 20% right now. Can you be 80? And then the next day, you know, she's like, I'm at a 25. Can you be, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's like that. It's evening it out, but not being, you know, it doesn't always have to be 50-50. You can always have a very low day. I could come in and Cody be like, Cody, I'm at a 90 right now. You can take it easy. Cody, I need you to be a 99% for me right now.
Okay. I'm about to say, I can give you a solid 55.
Yeah.
You need me to be 99 right now.
I need you to do the one thing you hate most on this planet and be the lead. I need you to be the forefront of everything.
Just take charge for once in your life, Cody. Please.
I need you to be, you're going to be the head of my S Corp right now. You need, I know you're a father, but you need to be daddy of all daddies right now.
I wish you gave me like a 3-day heads up on this. I would have made a rundown. I would have made a doc. I would have put all my talking points here on the right here, so I can just have that ready to go. I don't even know what the rundown's going to be tonight, but okay, I'll do what I can for you. Okay?
That's fine.
I'll lead the way.
Having someone to bounce off of, I'll probably get back in the groove. I'm already feeling in the groove. Like I'm not here, but I'm here. You know what I mean?
Okay. Did something happen, or are you just physically exhausted?
I'm just
from
physically. I went on a 5-mile hike this morning, and
so that's the big thing.
That's probably the big thing. I'm a little sunburnt. I was stuck in traffic for like an hour and a half today. Yeah, and I didn't get.
I haven't eaten. I haven't drank.
I have eaten. I just had. But like it was constant. Like I'll skip to today because I stayed over at my folks' house. Okay. We went on a hike, went to breakfast. I got home to my parents and showered and immediately left to come home, stuck in traffic for an hour, and then, doing some chores. I had to do laundry. I had to set up for this, and then fucking dishes. I had to cook dinner. So it was like nonstop. And after the hike, I was very excited to take a nap, and I unfortunately did not have the opportunity to do so. So now it's like I finally like sat down, and it just like, God, no. Yeah.
Okay.
So
well, in these situations, you got the food thing. What are you cooking for, man? Order in this situation.
No.
What are you doing putting more stress on your body?
Yeah. I mean, every time I go to my parents' place, I feel like I gain like 20 pounds because I'm just constantly eating food.
Wish I could relate. I do think I'm getting a little bit of a dad belly.
A little dad bod?
Beer gut.
I
was talking to Marissa about it.
Hell yeah.
I was like, does it look like I have a little thing? She's like, if that's what you're calling a bump, sure.
Don't let it go, man. You hang on to it as long as you can.
I'm finally gaining weight.
Yeah. But we try our best not to eat out during the week. One, we're saving up for our elopement thing, whatever, marriage stuff. And two, it's been better to cook every night and, do our own thing and not we'll have like once in a while we'll be like Chipotle because it's easy, it's somewhat healthier.
It's one of the cheaper options too if you do like DoorDash or you might go pick it up, I guess.
We'll pick
it up. Do delivery food. Yeah, it's one of the cheaper options.
The delivery is just insane. The charges on that, it's just ridiculous. But I came home, made some dinner. I wanted to prep it and all that stuff. So but it was fine. I'm here now. I'm alive. I'm here with you.
You're alive, you're breathing.
We're breathing.
You're taking multiple sips of that coffee. And by the end of the show, you're going to be bouncing off the walls, buddy. You're going to be feeling great.
Very, very good, yes.
What's the creamer to coffee ratio there? What are we looking at here?
No, I mean, I don't want to tilt it too far, but I may have put it at too much. Maybe.
What shade of brown is it, I guess? Is it like a darker, or is it a lighter, almost like tan? What are we looking at here? I want to picture it.
I don't know.
It's
a little dicey.
No, okay.
It's like a mocha.
Okay, can you pour it onto the lens so we all can get a good look at it? Maybe we can do that together. Yeah.
Yeah. But how are you doing? More importantly, how's your life going?
My life's okay. Doing all right. Father's Day. Daddy's Day was this weekend, Christian. Are you okay there?
Sorry, King Sporkel put in the chat. You still alive, baby? That's good. Yeah.
Back to Daddy's Day.
Daddy's Day. Yeah.
Saturday was, I know Father's Day was Sunday, but just hung out with the in-laws, family. It was a fun time. Saturday was like, Cody, what do you want to do day? Okay, for Father's Day. So I think I've done this before in years past, but I had a personal couple hours, Christian. I went bowling by myself.
I love that so much.
It was a fucking vibe, dude.
What do you want to do? Like, I not want to be the family right now. Just give me.
I just want to be entirely alone in this moment. Okay. Just go throw fucking 15-pound bolts.
That's amazing. And I imagine when the kids are older, the whole family goes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Grant's we're almost there. There were some kids in the lane next to me, and they had like a dinosaur, little kiddie ramp thing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, it'd be perfect for him. Maybe one more year. We'll see.
Do you make Grant put up the sides or no? None of that.
I mean, I'm more focused on just making sure he doesn't run down the lane at this moment.
Okay.
That's kind of my big concern.
That's fair.
But
I mean, it runs in.
Get there. Yeah.
The skill runs in the family, so. Yeah, you could have a pro in your hands right now.
I was about to say, you ever think of like how like baseball dads and like football dads like to get their kids started really early? I thought about doing that for Grant, like that's
Just
as
being
a bit, but also like kind of ruining his life, like making him bowling at like age 5.
Dude, you be both of them. You can be a King Richard. I got me the next 2.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's a callback. I haven't done that one in a minute.
that is. Yeah, took me a second.
So you went
Anyway,
bowling by yourself. I love that.
So it was such a nice, chill vibe. I didn't even care how I bowled. I think I averaged like a 140
Okay.
in like 3 games, which is just whatever.
That's
you know,
like
I
my
haven't bowled
best,
since,
probably.
I don't think I bowled since my birthday last year, which is this is becoming a theme
Oh.
on my days. I just kind of go by myself and start bowling.
Yeah.
But
It's your local one, the one that we've been to?
yeah, just went right around the corner there. Went and threw some balls around. Then after that, I'm like, you know what? It's afternoon. Why don't I walk over to the little indoor the bar here at the bowling alley and just kind of hang out?
Yeah.
So I walk in there, only one inside, and I'm sitting there and I'm just having a couple beers by myself.
Yeah.
It was delightful. It was so stress free. I was like, this is a vibe. I looked into creating my own bar. By the way, Chris, you know how much it costs to create a bar?
Oh, probably a lot.
According to a 2023 data search result, whatever, it's anywhere between like 100,000 and 800,000 to open up your own bar.
Okay.
So everyone send in your super chats, and we'll get this going.
The Wanger's bar, yeah.
If we get you in early, get an investor, you know, we can make it a whole thing.
I love, and I don't want to get too dark, but I love the idea of like the bartender coming up to you and she's like seeing you alone Father's Day. You're like, you got no one. It's like, actually, I have a family at home.
I'm choosing to be here.
I'm perfectly happy with my life, but this is.
I left them there.
Yeah.
It was awesome. The Angels were on. I watched Ohtani hit a homer, and it was like 8-2. I'm like, all right, I'm good to go home. And apparently fucking lost. That was a whole thing.
You should stay at the bar. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to ask if you got yourself like a pitcher or anything like while you were bowling. Just and the person be like, just you?
No, it was just bowling. I didn't drink, but when I went to the bar, I got the one. He's like, close that. I'm like, yeah, just close that. I'm just gonna have one, and then just kind of hang out. And then like, I'm getting ready to finish it, and he's like, you still good? I'm like,
actually,
I lied. Give me one more. Bring out the card. Why don't you close this one out?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
it was awesome.
Hell yeah. I love that so much.
Yeah,
lovely. And then just you come home, then just chill with the fam. Leave dad.
Then I had a you situation where I'm like, I'm fucking tired. Oh god, I still have like 12 hours left in this day. How am I gonna get through this? But I powered through.
Okay.
Gave the kids a hug. Even jumped on a trampoline with Grant. It was a lot of fun.
Ooh, y'all got a trampoline? Let's go.
Yeah, a little baby one. Little one. Put in, like the living room thing.
Oh, hey, a trampoline's a trampoline. I love it. Hell yeah. Well, that sounds delightful. That sounds like a lovely fascist day.
And then what did you do Saturday, Christian?
You
had a Saturday night thing.
I had Saturday. When was? Oh, the concert was on Saturday. I thought the concert was on. Wow.
They had 2. They had a Friday and a Saturday.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the Travis got pregnant one too. That was good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Saturday was a wonderful day because I got to go see Blink-182. This is my second time seeing them. However, first time with Tom
Tommy boy
DeLonge. Okay. Yeah. First time I believe was with you when we saw them in Irvine.
We saw them at the Irvine Amphitheater, which is now closed, I believe. I think they have a new one open.
Yeah.
Now, but,
yeah. That was during their California tour. That was a fun show. That was actually a really good show. I very much enjoyed them. I am a Matt fan, Avi, but nobody can beat Tom, obviously. And it was just it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. I didn't get emotional like I did for Avenged, although there was one emotional moment where Mark was talking about him surviving cancer. And the doctors that saved him were literally there. Like, oh, that's great. That's
they were at
awesome.
the show?
They were at the show, called him out by name, and then here's a song for everyone. And they play Adam's song. I was like, oh, God.
I was about to say, they probably lead into the sound song.
Yeah. But that was delightful. There was I have to play it because I found it on TikTok. That'll be one of the funniest moments.
Was it the joke?
Oh, you heard it? Yeah.
I think I did hear it. Yeah, the Mark joke.
Yeah. Where Mark jokes with Tom's is like, when are you gonna quit the band again or something like that? So good.
Yeah, that's one thing I missed with the Skeebish shows, that there wasn't like a Mark and Tom like banter on stage, because they waste a lot of time up there just making fun of each other.
But dude, they fucking played 24 or 25 songs. Like
it's like an hour and a half set, right? Yeah.
I mean, granted, they have short songs. But that was the one thing, because Amber had a blast too. And she was like, they're just so chaotic up there. Like they're not in sync.
Did she like Blink?
Oh yeah, she loves Blink. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
she saw them before during their neighborhoods. Well,
Ooh.
their neighborhoods era. I don't think it was their tour. It might have been.
Okay.
Because it was when they were playing with My Chem.
Okay.
So I don't know if like My Chem was on the bill or
Might have been the reunion tour, and then it was
Maybe.
the neighborhoods tour, then it was the untitled tour, which I went to,
Ooh.
the anniversary tour.
okay. So yeah, I don't know which one, but she saw them back in the day. But yeah, she had a blast. The two of them were. Oh yeah, that's what she was saying. She was like they're just so out of sync. They're not like on the same page. And I was like, that's what's kind of fucking funny is like Tom is just up there farting around. They seem to be more in line than they were, because when I watched the Coachella stream, they were like talking over each other. But I think we talked about how like the sound, they couldn't hear each other or something like that. But the banter here was great. Travis was just like fucking unreal. It's just insane how good he is. And they were clean. They were super, super clean. They played pretty much everything that I probably wanted them to play. Not as many deep cuts, but I mean, they played Violence, and I was like, oh shit, that's cool. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that and maybe, from what I've seen, that and maybe Reckless Abandon are the two like ones that most popular ones that weren't singles. I can say.
Dysentery Gary, I kind of
nice.
I
Yeah,
consider that
again.
a deep cut too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was so glad they played. Reckless might be my favorite song of theirs. I don't know. It's hard. It's
that's
hard.
a great tune.
I love that song so much. They did play a Matt song. They played Bored to Death.
They didn't play Cynical? They just played Bored to Death?
No, and I saw someone post that in the
wow.
Discord. So then because I knew all the songs that they played at Coachella, but I didn't want to know going in. So whoever spoiled that, thanks. No, I'm just kidding. But I did see that they have been playing too. And I looked up, I compared the set list. They switched out, and I'm totally happy with this. They switched out Cynical for Dumpweed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Dumpweed or Don't Leave Me. I think it was Dumpweed. So that was nice. They played Happy Holidays. It's Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah.
They played it twice.
Happy Holidays, you bastard.
Yeah, you
They played it
bastard.
twice?
They played it twice. They played it because they were like, we usually play this fast, so let's go. They played it, and then they were like, you know what? Let's play it even faster, but in the dark.
They had a show a couple weeks ago where it was an outdoor show, and they used fire or whatever on stage, and the wind was blowing it on Travis. And it was during that song.
Yeah.
And, it was
And then
"Turn
Mark
off the
was
fucking
like,
fire."
turn the fucking fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see that little clip. So they had, dude, that was the craziest thing of how like nuts the show was, the production value in general, because they had fireworks, confetti, their like graphics and stuff go on. They had stuff pop out. They had Travis like lift up in the air, like not just because you think like, okay, fireworks, that's cool, maybe for like the beginning and the end. All throughout the show, multiple songs had fireworks. Multiple songs had pyro in the middle of the stadium. So
there was a pregnancy announcement. I mean, it's just like the wild stuff they have booked for these shows.
Yeah, and I love I know the pregnancy announcement that was on Friday. That wasn't the show I was at. But I love that it was the Travis I'm Pregnant. It's like straight from the music video. I don't know if that was intentional, but I mean, like, yeah, like it was so cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, really good show. Where's that new album? I swear that new song hits so much better fucking live. It's so good. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw Frank from afar.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Frank was there. Frank was at the show.
Frank was there. I was
You
asking
just
him
gave each other a look. You just waved.
because I was like, where are you at? And he didn't say anything, and I was like, kind of like, because I knew he was on the floor somewhere. And then I was like, oh, he's probably in the front. He's probably by the gate right now, but I don't think he was. But then I saw him walk in. I was like, and I waved down. We saw each other, made eye contact, and then he was like, if they play one Matt Skiba song, I'm leaving.
And he left 8 songs in.
8 songs in, yeah. But yeah, overall, really, really good set. Not a lot of neighborhood stuff. They played Ghost on the Dance Floor, which was cool. I was stoked to hear that. Fucking Up All Night is like super heavy live, weirdly enough.
Really?
It's just like, I don't know, it's just heavy. It's a very, very heavy song. But yeah, good stuff. There was a funny moment at the end We were walking back to the parking structure, which was a shit show at the end. I've seen shows at the Bank Theater or the Bank Stadium before, and it wasn't this crazy. We were stuck in the parking structure for like an hour, probably.
I thought it was at SoFi. Really? Is it the bank? Or
It was at the bank, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Went on our way there. There was a dude. He was clearly drunk, but it seemed like he knew nothing about Blink 182, and he was like, "Dude, that drummer, man, that drummer is like so good. Like, why is he in that band? Like the other two guys, like they know how to write music. I'll give them that. But like the drummer was just like on another page, man." And I just felt the other guy, because the other guy responding to him was like a total diehard fan. He's like, "Yeah, but you understand, they all work really well together." You know, it's like conversations that we've had before where it's like, yeah, he's obviously way too good for them, but they just have like a nice fit with each other.
Yeah.
But I wanted to jump in and she's like, just listen to them, man. They're all good. They all have their
We're all
strengths.
happy to be here.
Yeah.
We all know what we're getting here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a similar experience like that. I think at the Untitled show, there was a weirdo who like butted himself into our group and started talking to us about the band. It's like, dude, wait, go, get out of here.
Yeah.
It's my favorite band. What are you doing?
Yeah. That's that. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get some fun folks at the variety of shows. There was a great amount of costumes too. A lot of nurses, like a lot of nurses from the from Enema. Yeah. And then a couple of what's his like character name from First Date? Boomer, yeah. Bunch of people dressed up as Boomer, which was great.
Nice.
The couple in front of us were a little like, I felt bad for the guy because this girl did not seem interested in the show.
Full-blown argument, just full-on dispute. It looked like a relationship was falling apart in front of your eyes.
Not even that.
The song was really good.
They seemed very lovely, but like the second she sat down, I think when Turnstile was playing, she put like her elbow on the seat, but it was covering my drink too, and so like I saw it. And like me and Amber were like looking at each other. So then I went in and I started wiggling my drink. And it wasn't moving.
It's like Jenga. Like you're trying not to like bump the elbow.
Yeah. But then she saw that I did it. She's like, "Oh my God." She was so drunk. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. If I swear, if I spill this, I'll buy you another drink, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "No, but don't worry about it. It's fine." She kind of did it again. But then she's like, "I'm so sorry. I'll buy." She's kind of just said the same thing. Like she forgot she said it the
really
first
wanted
time.
to buy you a beer.
Maybe, I don't know. But then when Blink was playing, like she at one point sat down and was like on her phone. She wasn't paying attention. She was looking at all of her selfies that she took, and she left for a minute. She came back. They left before, like during the encore. So it was very, very strange. But yeah, I feel bad for that guy.
I hope their relationship's okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay there.
Yeah.
I hope she enjoyed the music on the way home.
Maybe.
That's all.
Yeah. I wanted to be like, "Hey, you want to come up here and sing with me, man? Let's have some fun." I will say it was nice though, because there was like 4 seats in front of us that just were not occupied at all. So there was like nobody really standing in front of us or anything like that. So that was nice.
Nice little view.
I enjoyed that. Yeah. So yeah. That was.
So you have more shows this week. I'm assuming you're going to in the middle of your gauntlet. What are you seeing next week?
I'm not. No. I'm seeing Metallica in August. I have some time. Okay.
So close.
Very, very close. And then Baby Metal in October, and I think that's it, unless I pull the trigger on seeing Avenged again when they come back around in October.
Interesting. Okay.
So we'll see.
You'd see it twice on the same tour.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, I think I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be. I don't think they would switch any of the songs up. It's the tour. It's probably going to be their set list for the whole tour. But
for the most part, yeah.
I'd be down. It's all the way like in Chula Vista. That's the only thing. It's like near San Diego.
Fucking San Diego?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So I'd have to like make the drive. So we'll see. Yeah. Again, that'll be a last minute decision. Maybe I'll just go in the pit and fucking go ham. I don't know. But yeah. So that was Saturday. And then spent Father's Day with the folks, just hanging out. A little bone to pick with you.
What did I do?
I texted you on Father's Day, and I said, "Hey, happy Father's Day, Cody. Hope you have a great day." Something to that extent. And then you responded, "Hey, thanks, son." Funny, typical Cody joke.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the bubbles. I was waiting for the follow up.
What did you want more than I said thanks? You want me to be like, oh,
and to you as well. Listen, I am sick of people not considering dogs children, because it's a lot of responsibility. Yeah, sure. Amber didn't carry him for 9 months. Okay, I'll give you that. But we still take care of him. We feed him. We bathe him. We clipped him. You know what I mean?
What if someone committed to the bit like that so much where they did carry a dog like on their stomach for
Hey.
9 months? You know what I mean?
Oh, poor dog.
That'd actually be rough, actually. But you get my idea.
You have to do the math because dogs age faster. So it's like every 7 years for one. So what's 7 years to 9 months? It's like, I don't know, 7 seconds or something. I don't know what the fucking math would be. So
how rapidly are these dogs aging?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So
I apologize. I'll tell you what. I'll acknowledge you as a dog dad if you acknowledge cats as decent and not annoying and the worst. It's all the dog people ever say about cats.
First of all, what? Just dad. Just dad.
I guess so. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
If I'm calling you
dog dad, just dad.
You want me to call you
a human dad? Yeah.
Well, we're all human inside. God, I would love to have that conversation with other friends that like generally get upset with that stuff. Next time I see my friend, I have another friend whose kid has a birthday this week, and I was like, "Hey, I texted you. You didn't say back to me. Like, you have a dog, so I know you know what it's like."
Yeah.
So yeah.
I apologize.
It's okay. That's fine.
You wait till next year, buddy. I'm gonna send you the first text.
It's my second year as a dad.
Okay.
Just saying.
Terrible twos.
I got me the next two.
They get a little wild.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I think that was it. I'm trying to think.
That was that.
That was the weekend.
That was the weekend, and then we were gifted today with a movie that might change cinema, Christian.
Oh.
I'm of course talking about the trailer for Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah, son. So I don't know a lot about Kraven.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, good. I mean, I know that he's a Spider-Man villain. I know he's like a furry fucking man or some. She's an animal man.
He wears the fucking thing.
Yeah. I joked in the Discord. I was like, because in the trailer he gets attacked by a lion, and then the lion's blood falls into him, and then he
becomes lion.
He becomes Animal Man. I was like, is that how this happens? Like, I've no awareness.
I thought it was a serum from what I read back over the years. I didn't know it was lion blood.
Yeah, I don't.
That being said, I hope he becomes a lion-human hybrid, where he's like licking his fucking wrist and shit. And, like, shitting in litter boxes.
That'd be fun.
That's where lions speak, right?
In my head canon for this movie is that it's a sequel to Kick-Ass, and after the events of Kick-Ass 2, he just becomes Animal Man.
I did hear the same accent. Same American accent he did in Kick-Ass here.
Okay.
So, I mean, it did remind me of that. You're not crazy there.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kraven. You know what I mean? So, Kraven, Kick-Ass. Just saying, he's moved on up.
I don't know anything about this movie. I'm surprised it is actually happening. I laughed at some of the kills. He bites a nose off.
Yeah, I put a tweet on our Wanger's Twitter saying that Penguin did it better from Batman Returns.
Fair.
But you know, he's doing the do. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like, I saw the trailer and I was like, why is this? Like, I guess I know that they're like, they do Venom, they've got Morbius and Kraven. Is that still part of like that realm now?
Yeah, it's part of the Sony verse, I think.
So the Sony verse is just like the villains in their own world.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and everyone is gonna have a post-credit scene where it like winks at Spider-Man, but it's never gonna actually pay off and deliver. You know what this bums me? Every time I see one of these movies, it reminds me of that fucking Aunt May movie that was announced like 10 years ago. I wish we fucking got that. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I still want it made now. Why not?
Why
like,
not?
imagine it made today.
Yeah.
Also, going back to 2014, 2013 times.
Good times.
Were they planning on having Sally Field play her in that movie?
I guess
Wouldn't it have been like...
It would have been her, huh? I mean, if you're going to have someone play Aunt May for a whole movie, solo.
That was the thing, right? They announced an Aunt May movie?
Yeah, I do. No, I remember that. I don't recall if they were going to do... it was... Manny says spy movie.
It was a spy movie, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Sally Field walking through a fucking hallway.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Fighting people.
I would have taken it. Yeah. Wild times. Crazier things have happened. Now look at us. Now look at we've got 2 Venom movies. Morbius is a thing. Kraven the Hunter. Who knows what's next? We're gonna get the Rhino movie.
I forgot Rhino. Yeah. Apparently Rhino's in this, and he gets injected with Rhino blood. Did you not watch the end of the trailer?
No, I kind of stopped halfway through. I didn't watch the whole thing.
So the guy's like, you know why they call me the Rhino? And he like injects
No, he
himself.
didn't. Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God.
He says
and then
that.
he injects himself. This does sound like one of my fake outs, but no, he says that basically.
You know
and then
why
he
they
starts,
call me
like,
the Rhino? It's not because I got a huge dick either.
I'm almost certain that's the exact line. You know why they call me the Rhino or something. His fucking accent changes or something. But
Is it Paul
like,
Giamatti?
No, it's I forget the guy's name.
Can
You know
someone?
his face.
I'm gonna
He's
cut
got
this.
one of those distinctive character actor faces.
As soon as this ends, I'm gonna cut the trailer to when he says that. You know why they call me, and then cut to Paul Giamatti's the Rhino.
Yeah. In this one, he's like, he injects himself and he becomes a rhino or something. I don't know. It looked weird.
Okay.
His arm started to change, and that was
Fuck
the whole
it.
thing.
Yeah, why not? Was the like original plan for all these villain movies to be like a lead up to Sinister Six or something like that? Or I don't know.
I mean, that's what the plan was back during the Aunt May standalone age.
Yeah,
when they
because
were
I
announcing
remember
those movies around.
Was it Matthew Vaughn or Mark? No, not Mark Webb. Someone was going to do a Sinister Six movie.
It was
Cabin in the Woods guy.
Drew Goddard.
Drew Goddard.
Yeah, he
Yes.
was gonna do that.
I would have been totally down for that.
Because he was announced for everything for like 5 or 6 years,
Drew
and
Goddard.
nothing got made.
Yeah, he had his El Royale, that was like his first movie he had done.
Oh, that's
since,
right. That was good. Yeah, I like that movie.
But that was his first movie since Cabin in the Woods, so that was still a long stretch. And he did do Daredevil, right? Or he did the pilot
did the first season.
season, or he
did like the first couple episodes, I think.
Okay,
and then it was Steven DeKnight, I think, took over. Yeah,
that's right.
I think that's right. And then he was announced for all the Spider-Man stuff, and I want to say there was other Marvel stuff going on, probably a Star Wars project, because everyone got offered.
Everyone got offered a Star Wars project, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And then they all stopped, and then he did Bad Times. Yeah.
Okay.
Hollywood's weird, man. Did you get paid for any of that? I'm assuming he did.
If you wrote the scripts, I'm sure. Yeah.
That'd be kind of a fun way to make a living, work on all these projects that never get made, but like you still get paid.
And you're still getting money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw, I don't know if you're watching. Are you watching any of Black Mirror?
I saw the first one.
Oh, it's so good. I've seen the first two. And the first one, the Joan is Awful one.
Yeah. That's
I saw people commenting on it and be like, wow, what a great look at our society. You know, the kind of typical just like, oh, Black Mirror is about us, blah, blah, blah. I know they were making like, not excuses, but they were saying all these things about like, oh, like look at us as a society and how we get all this information, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw someone tweet like, or maybe just like, you know, writers are good and like, this is why we need them. Like, like maybe it's not just like about this like huge thing. And it's just like, oh no, someone just wrote this
people
really
creative dudes.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
creative people. Yeah.
So yeah. The second episode's good too. Very, very good. So far, so good. Very, very.
I have a weird relationship with Black Mirror. Where, like, I don't think I've watched a full season. I've watched individual episodes that I've kind of like picked out.
Yeah,
know?
It's always been. I mean, I don't think they all blend together. I can remember very specific episodes, but nothing like. I don't think I've like seen a whole season and be like, oh, like banger. Like some, I'm just like, that's great. That's okay. I've never like hated any Black. I know people like hate some episodes and whatnot, but I fairly enjoy them. Like I remember we watched the Joan is Awful one, and Amber was like, "Where was the?" Oh, no, not the Joan is Awful one. The second one, and she was like, "Where was the tech? Where was the tech?" Like it's always like, no, it's not always about tech. I mean, it's a big deal, but.
Then you slept on the couch because how dare you disagree?
I know.
Christian.
Can't
Come
do
on,
that.
man.
Oh, well, real quick. Speaking of Amber, we'll move on from Black Mirror. She had a. I blame myself for this too, but she had a brain fart moment that was just too funny to pass up. And I'll tell you why I blame myself, because I have many moments like this. But she's been very much, and this warms my heart. She very much has been into Avenged ever since we've seen them and ever since this new album. So she's kind of going down the rabbit hole. She's like literally watching videos on them and listening to a lot of their music and whatnot. And so she comes home one day and she was like, yeah, I was listening to them today. I was listening to their second to first album today. And I was...
second to first.
And I was like, you mean their second album? And we both just started cracking it up. She's like, yes, the second album is what I was like. Hey, listen,
Hey, that's just a fun, creative way of referencing things.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
I think I applaud the effort.
But it was a total brain fart, and we both started laughing. And she was like, "What did I say the other day? You said the second to the first album." Yeah. So it was delightful. So yeah, Cody, what's your favorite second to first album of all time? Is what I want to know.
Second to first album. Oh man, I mean Dude Ranch is pretty great. If you're not counting Cheshire Cat and Buddha as two separate albums,
they count.
Counting that,
apparently,
if you're counting, because they have shared songs, so I don't know if they count as two. Some people don't. So I'm saying Dude Ranch.
Mark counts it. They should have titled that album 9 with a question mark.
Yeah, maybe with the parentheses around the fucking question mark.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you to rank your blank albums, but I'm gonna wait until the new one comes out.
Have I not done that?
You probably have, but it would be nice to do it for a TikTok so we can get those views. You know what I mean?
It does change every now and then.
Yeah, it probably changes like every day. So that's why I'm saying like maybe we wait for the new album. You can throw that in there or something like that. So we'll wait for that.
Plan that content.
Play good content planning. That's the extent of our producing the show. Boom, there it is right there. Okay, so we got Kraven. Thank God.
Yeah. You watched Flash? Well, you already saw Flash.
I saw Flash months ago, Cody. I'm so much better than you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have a spoiler. Well,
we can talk spoiler. I think at this point, like if you really wanted to see it and support the movie and support that person, Cody, like you, who went out and paid for the movie, you would have gone out there and done it. And if not, you don't care about it, then I don't think anyone's going to care about spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm joking, by the way. I know you don't support Ezra Miller.
I know.
For them.
Okay.
Yes. Them as in the audience, not for... Okay, go ahead.
Brief spoilers for The Flash.
Okay.
The end has a character reveal.
Which one?
That's getting everybody talking. And I was told that this was not in the CinemaCon cut.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I found this out.
So I'm curious.
Yeah.
Where did yours end?
So you're referring... Do we want to say it, or do we...
There's an actor reveal at the very end.
Yeah, after the movie wraps up, the Flash, Bruce Wayne drives in. There's a bunch of photographers taking pictures. Oh my God, it's Bruce Wayne. And then in the version that you saw, the person is revealed, and then Ezra Miller says, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yes.
And do they actually talk?
Not really.
Okay, like the person doesn't say anything.
No, there's like one line.
Okay. My version ended with Bruce Wayne coming out of the car. I think you see maybe like a shoulder or a top of the head or just his feet, and then when the paparazzi spreads out, it cuts to Ezra, and he's like, "Wait, who the fuck is that?"
Oh, so they just didn't have the reveal,
and it just cuts to black. So
got it.
When we saw it, that was like, "Oh, okay, that's the new Batman that." They obviously haven't cast yet. So with this one, after I saw that, I was like, "Oh, okay, so Ezra is done then."
Yeah, I don't know. This whole movie is the release of this thing was so fucking interesting. I don't really care about talking about the movie itself because I don't want to. But like how they tried to navigate everything that they had going on is fascinating to me.
Yes,
with the decision to be like, okay, how do we get away with like not doing press? Oh, thank God there's a writer strike where we can't appear on these like late night talk shows where we're might have to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then like I talked about it a little bit last week, but like the studio and people affiliated with the studio self-hyping it up as like one of the best superhero movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
like that was an interesting strategy. None of this worked
because
it didn't do that well.
It didn't do well
at the old BO.
Yeah.
But
I saw
what a wild little release schedule that was.
Someone post like a smiling photo of Scorsese like laughing or something like that. like 4 out of the 6 comic book movies have not done so well this year or something like that. Which I don't like wish any of these movies to do bad because there are creative and interesting and fun good people behind them. Not just criminals. But I mean, there's probably a lot more criminals than we know of. It's Hollywood after all.
Yeah, Yeah.
But yeah, I think like all the stuff from DC, not just like from this movie, but from like the very beginning of like all of DC's stuff, that maybe like Man of Steel onward, has been like it's been more interesting the behind the scenes stuff than the actual films themselves.
God, I wish there's gonna be like a big book or like a mini series or
Something
something like that. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you can't really do a minute because there's no way the studio's gonna let you fucking.
Yeah. Especially because like
50 years from now,
the Zack Snyder stuff is the most obviously not like the tragedy that happened to his family because that's completely separate. But I'm talking about like the studio almost like practically utilizing that as like hey, we can use this like it maybe that's not entirely.
I don't think it was like nefarious as that, but like I see what you're saying.
But you know that was their in to be like let's hire a new director to do because I think before that they were already like I think even Zack Snyder has said this, that when he was writing Justice League, I think BVS was coming out, and the studio said, make it more funny. So him and Chris Terrio, right? He did the script.
Yeah.
The two of them were reworking the script. And when you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's fairly funny. It's much more.
I'm on the record saying I actually really enjoyed Zack Snyder.
I do. Yeah. No. Yeah. Same here. I think it's too long. I think the ending is like cut to black after the hero shot or something like that. All those like extra stuff that was shot for the movie. I think that was just Zack Snyder being like, this is my one shot. I'm just going to do everything that I want, you know, because I can.
You only get one shot to put Martian Manhunter in your movie. You know, you got to do it. You got very
randomly too. It was like an odd choice. But I'd be more interested to see like all of that stuff.
Even like you're right there from the jump. Like, so Man of Steel, despite the fact that like the critical response at least was kind of lukewarm at the time, but like there was the big controversy about them destroying Metropolis and killing potentially millions of people. Yeah, like that's what kicked this whole thing off. And it's like, oh shit, now we got to do damage control. And BVS, they're like, by the way, these buildings are empty. You know, like stuff like that. Yeah, it's all fascinating.
Well, and I think it's a lot of like don't announce stuff until you see how one thing does, because like Man of Steel came out, and I think he was already starting to work on Batman v Superman, and then by the time Batman v Superman was coming out, Justice League was being worked on, and you know, like all this stuff, they didn't have a plan, Cody. They didn't have a plan.
Kathleen Kennedy involved here, guys. What's going on?
I don't know. I do kind of feel for James Gunn because I love him so much and I love his work. I actually just showed Amber Slither for the first time the other day, and she was having a blast. I don't know if you've seen that in a minute, but it's so fucking funny.
I don't think I've seen all of it.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've seen parts, but I can't remember the last time I've seen all of it.
If you watch like Slither, then Super, and then you're like, wait, so the guy who did Guardians did these two movies, and then it's so wild. It's insane.
Is really weird. Yeah, like it's a very interesting little indie superhero movie.
I mean, fucking James Gunn's like his movies are weird, are odd. Yeah. If you watch Slither, I haven't seen it in a minute, and it's just like, oh, that like I can see it now. Like this is kind of like a hickey, like a hick kind of town, and then like you're doing like an invasion of the Body Snatchers with creatures kind of thing, but like on a town that is like dirty. There's like a lot of homeless people around. You have like all these very interesting people. Like it's interesting. Like it's not like a typical like happy-go-lucky town that gets invested, and you're like, oh no, these poor people. It's like, no, all these people are kind of gross and like disgusting and all this. Right. So you make it into a fun little comedy about that. It's very intriguing. But yeah, so you just watch those and you're like, really, Guardians? And then it just fucking works. And now he's running all of DC, and I say all that to be like, I want him to like succeed and take control. I mean, he's taking control, but you know,
it's just a weird time to have it like an ownership change like that, because there was still what three or four movies coming out before he officially like his stuff starts. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I know he had to say on the ending of this one. That was a whole thing on Twitter yesterday.
But, really? I don't know about that.
Yeah, the big reveal ending was him and Saffron, I believe, according to the Hollywood Reporter.
Okay.
Because apparently they shot like 3 different endings of that scene.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and
okay.
They jumped in.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Bobby Mitchell brings up James Gunn's interview on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. It was really good. I listened to that as well because
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about DC a little bit in there. But I just love his attitude, because like, yeah, he just like approaches it differently, and he's at a different time in his life where he's going to do it like this. And, you know, so it's strange that he's doing a Superman movie. So
yeah, I'm very interested to see how that,
I
mean, you know, I like that. like not knowing how it's going to work out, as opposed to like someone picking a safe choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
Like I haven't seen it, but the guy who directed Fast 10, is it Louis
Lettier? Yeah.
His name.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you hear that, and it's like, all right, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like James Gunn, Superman. You're like, whoa, that's a swing.
Because he's
know?
someone that can control his own narrative. He's not going to get pushed around, which is nice to hear. I mean, he's kind of earned it at this point, both critically and financially. So that's the reason why they picked him. Now, how do you feel about this? Andy Muschietti directing the Batman.
I didn't get enough of an impression on the Batman stuff in this to really feel strongly either way.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I'm okay with it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
But
I think
so this is confirmed we're getting another Batman. We're getting a...
Yeah, I think he already announced that. Like,
Okay.
I think during his like little video that he did, he separated like one thing is like the official DCU, and then this other stuff is like, I don't know if he calls it like legacy or he calls it something else, but like we can live in a world where we have two separate which is wild, but hey, whatever. So and I think that however you feel about The Flash, I think it's a competent enough movie, especially with all the shit that was going on with it, for like Muschietti and like his producing partner, like, which I think is his sister, to like be able to make something like actually concrete and like someone make it falls apart a little bit towards the end, but still like the fact that they were able to manage it and the fact that the Flash has been through so much hell even before the Ezra Miller stuff.
Weren't Lord and Miller supposed to do it?
Dude, it was Lord and Miller. It was like Matthew Vaughn. I saw a whole article where they list off all the directors in the history of them trying to make the Flash movie. Fucking
John Francis Daly, of course.
What's his name? Who did he the director who did Dope, I think.
Yeah, he does the Star Wars stuff.
Yes.
Rick
Famuyiwa. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him at Comic-Con up there with like James Wan, might have been Zack Snyder, Patty Jenkins. They were all up there like, oh, here's all of the directors for all your DC characters. Like he was up there like, yeah, we're going to make a great movie. And just like,
I want to see him do another movie because he's kind of just been in the Star Wars world the last 5 years, right? 4 or 5 years. And he's been good in there. Like some of his episodes are really good, but yeah, I don't know. I want to see him do a movie.
He'll get, I was going to say he'll get the Bambi movie, but that was Sarah Polley.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, interesting stuff.
I just thought it was a fitting end to this whole saga.
Yeah.
Flash and all this chaos and potentially the old DCEU. Like, wow.
I did, as weird as the baby scene is in the opening of The Flash, I thought
that gave me fucking anxiety, by the way. And it was so weird because I know it's being played comedically.
Yeah.
It looks ridiculous. There are babies raining from the sky. It's a baby shower.
I think,
but this was so stressful for me to watch that. Oh man.
I think that opening scene was amazing. I was like, wow.
You thought the whole opening Batman and everything too.
I thought the Batman stuff. I liked his suit. I thought that was fucking cool. The Wonder Woman stuff. Oh, well, I think that's known.
It's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I think that was like fine too. But yeah, I actually like that whole. I was like, holy shit, because that opening scene, I was like, are we gonna get something like? Are we actually gonna get something fucking amazing here? And then the rest of the movie happens like, oh, okay. Yeah. But where was I going with that? Oh, I specifically liked where the title starts to come in and it gets screeched and stops. I was like, oh, that's cute.
That was fun.
That was really, really cute.
Yeah.
And like Keaton was fine. I think the thing that I cringed the most at was the "Do you want to get nuts?" But I heard that wasn't even in the script, that he pulled that out.
Okay.
So
still felt weird.
Yeah.
That and the I'm Bat. Well, the Batman kind of fit when he's like, I'm Batman.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there were anything else that I love that they show the Batmobile, like, oh, there it is, and he never fucking drives it. It's just sitting there.
Right.
He never drives a Batmobile.
Yeah, you're right.
They did the Batwing or whatever, and that's like a new version and whatnot.
You could have used that thing throughout that whole fucking desert finale.
I
know he had the fucking Batwing, but like it's a full flat ground.
Dude, that desert finale
Batmobile.
That was so much. I was like, what is happening? Right? I know what you're doing.
I looked at the watch a couple times during this one. I was like, come on, guys, get there.
They do that. It's so weird because they do that kind of typical time travel. Oh, we got to try it again kind of thing. But like the pacing was like every time they did it, it was like an extended sequence. It was so weird.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, Frantic Rage says give props to Supergirl. I thought she was good.
Frantic Rage. Remember, all caps. You have to type in all caps.
all caps.
No.
I thought she was good, but I remember people talking about her, and I was like, she just wasn't in it a lot. She didn't have too much to do, but I thought she was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, the way her stuff wrapped up was a little awkward too.
Yeah, all of it was awkward.
Yeah.
Even Keaton's stuff, how his wraps up.
And again, I think she was supposed to be. They were both in versions of that ending, I think. Which was scrapped for the official one.
After I saw the movie, I came home and I watched the Flashpoint Paradox animated movie on Max.
Is it the same general plot where he's trying to save his folks?
Yeah, the way it kind of all happens is obviously a little bit different. But I would recommend watching because it's such a cool animated movie. I'm sure the comic is actually good, but that's the version where Bruce Wayne dies and Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, and then his mom becomes Joker. So it's fucking interesting. That's kind of cool and interesting. And I will say the fact that this movie, The Flash, was able to kind of tiptoe around his origin by doing it in an interesting kind of way. I was like, okay, I'm all for that.
Yeah, by going back to the actual origin without showing it necessarily.
Yeah,
and then, that was good.
And then them playing into the fact that, not Wally, what the fuck's it? Barry. God damn it, Barry. Yeah. Where's Barry? The fact that Barry is kind of an annoying person, annoying character, and they
gave us two of them.
They gave us two of them, but they gave us an even more annoying one, and they're like, wow, then the older one realizes that they're annoying and they have to be the voice of reason. It's like, oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting, they usually take the powers away from someone in the sequel. You do it in your first movie. That's just interesting stuff.
Yeah, you're right. That was interesting.
So some interesting stuff. It's very funny. But
Barry.
What?
Very funny.
Did I say very funny? I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I laughed quite a bit. I laughed a lot of the and here's this, and here's this, and here's this, because it's just the most pandering fan service I think I've ever seen in a movie. But hey, if it gets you excited, I don't want to get in the way of that. So
no.
I'm just here to have fun. It's not my day. It's not my weekend.
Nope. It wasn't the Flash's weekend either, apparently.
Oh, hey, you know whose weekend?
Low blow? I don't know. A lot of people worked hard on this.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of animators, I'm sure. I know people are kind of taking digs at the CG and stuff.
I don't like to celebrate failures.
No. And I'm sure that they're underpaid and they're doing it a lot. There's going to be an actor strike soon. I'm surprised there hasn't been a special effects strike at this point. Jesus Christ.
They need a union is what they need. Yeah.
They're not even unionized?
No, they're not.
God.
I don't think. I think
Jesus
they need to create
Christ.
a union because, this is getting kind of ridiculous at this point. But I don't know. It seems like the new norm right now.
Hey.
Kingsport Cal brought up an interesting thing. That scene, don't want to say it. Well, fuck it. The Nicolas Cage thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Who is... it was cool to see. It was cool to see.
That's for the... I mean, you know who I smiled for in that scene was
of course
Schnapp, obviously, and then Kevin Smith. That's... If anything, maybe just for them. It
was cool, but does the general public, anyone watching this movie,
it's a deep
without any knowledge of that,
do people even know?
Understand the scene? Or are they just why is Nicolas Cage Superman?
There was a Flash person in there. I was like, that was from a TV show or something.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's a whole other different conversation of using someone's likeness. I'm not a fan of that. I haven't been.
They did it a few times here, huh?
Quite a few times. I'm not a fan of that. I haven't been. Rogue One, I just why?
Yeah.
Don't do it at all or cast new people. I don't know. It's just it's very, very strange. We cannot let go of the past. We cannot let go. It's fascinating how much we can't let go of the past. So
get deep now.
Yeah. Dean Martin. Dean. There was a fucking story the other day of
Dean Martin?
Not Dean, the Beatles, that they were gonna do a generated song for the Beatles. AI generated of an unfinished song.
Didn't McCartney back that?
I think he's behind it. I don't know if Ringo is, but they're like, yeah, we're finishing up the song right now. It's like, why? You have this whole back catalog of stuff already. You don't. It's not them. It's not gonna be. I don't know, man. It's not my weekend.
Going back to the Dean Martin thing real quick.
Yeah.
This is only for you and for literally no one watching. But I watched a movie recently where they sang that song. I think it was in Jaws 2, or Jaws as well, when the I'm tired and I want to go to bed. So that came up in a movie I was watching recently, and that just took me back to when we filmed that Dean Martin video for Collider that I don't think ever aired, but when they shot like 20 takes of them singing that song.
Jeez.
I edited it, so it was just stuck in my fucking head.
What a fucking time! And it was because it was supposed to be like a deep fake of Dean Martin.
We never released it, right?
To my knowledge, I don't think we have. And we thought it was all just a terrible idea. Like, this is so insensitive. This is very bad. But I think around that time, there was like an announcement of like a deep fake, not Pratt. What do they call it? What are the group? What's Brad Pitt's company called?
Plan B?
Not Brad Pitt. Fuck, who's the other one?
The other Brad?
It's I can't think of the name. It's like the group of guys together.
Corridor Crew.
No, but like
Lonely Island.
They were like the old white men singers and stuff.
Oh, the fucking the Rat Pack.
Yes. I think there was going to be like a movie about that, and it was all going to be.
It was James Dean, I think.
James
Manny
Dean
brought it up.
Yeah.
That was around that time, right?
I think so, when that was like announced. Like, yeah, that's going to be a whole thing, and then obviously it never happened.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So, yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Real quick before we get into Joe Rogan, Chris Ramirez sent in a super chat. Thank you, Chris. Was at Blink on Friday and it rolled. Hell yeah, Chris. Hell yeah. You got the pregnant show. Hell yeah. Patty Flynn sent in another one. Jumping in to send some coin. Looking forward to watching tonight. Thanks, Aussie Time Zone. Thanks, guys. Aussie.
We're a morning show for them, right?
I think so.
Alec
was in the
chat earlier. He said it's Tuesday over there. I think we're a morning show.
I hear it's winter over there too, or I don't know. It's probably something, right? But yeah. Good day, mate. Let's put another. No, I'm not gonna do that.
As Americans, can we just not help it when we're talking to Australian people?
No, I didn't. I did the Aussie.
I feel so bad because it feels natural, and it's like, oh man, this is wrong.
I always say it's like, oh, we know 2 Australian folks. We don't talk to them anymore, but we hung out with them a lot, and they were lovely. So
midday, it's 2 p.m. over there, so we're a lunch hour show.
Midday
time show.
Is that what you say? Hey. Okay.
Yeah.
Manny brings up something that I have to bring up. Manny brings up, Christian, you got to let Cody know about Pan Am.
What about her? Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
We met again, Cody.
You called her? Did you call her or text
Cody,
her?
not only this.
Did you have a meet cute? What happened?
Mild spoilers, or maybe just spoilers. Not only did I meet up with her again, Cody, we started a fucking revolution.
Like a love revolution?
Me, her, and the gang took down a corporation.
Oh.
It's about us against the system, man. We lost a lot of good people. A lot of good people died because of my selfish actions.
Because of your love?
Yes. And some would argue, and everyone who plays the game, that even you as the main character are going to eventually die. You're literally given, like, you only have this much time left.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But we went off in the sunset together, literally. There was just desert or whatever. And we lived happily forever after, or at least for the next 6 months until the fucking character dies. But
I'm happy you got some closure finally. This is great.
Got some closure. It was quite lovely. It was good seeing her. God, it was good seeing. It's weird how hot she is. Hey, Amber walked by. She's like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. Keep going. Fucking go away." So yeah, finally beat Cyberpunk 2077. Man, he says so many people died. Yeah, unfairly. Like, there's one main character that was part of that group that dies in the most brutal, unnecessary ways. So, but it was good.
It's so funny that you bring this up, Christian, because I've been talking to someone recently. I've been in the what's the fucking city? It's the Pacifica. No,
Night City.
Night City. I've been hanging out around Night City the last couple days, Christian. I've been talking to, and I had to look up her name right now to remember, because I'm not as far as you were in the game. I've been talking to Judy.
Oh, yeah.
Judy, someone I've been talking to?
Booty Judy.
I sure hope it's not the character that dies horribly that you just mentioned. But
yeah, I remember Judy. Yeah, yeah.
What a fun gal.
There were some moments. Just
we did a mission together. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We rescued Evelyn, I think her name was.
Yes, I do recall.
Remember that? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I am. I remember I rebooted the game because you guys were talking about it in the Discord. So I'm like, you know what? I'll re-download Cyberpunk. See how far I was.
Ooh, okay.
Thinking I was like 15, 20 hours in. I was 4 hours in, Christian.
Oh, Jesus
I was 4 hours in before I was like, this is too hard. So,
yeah.
And like the second I booted it back up again, like I died in the first mission like 4 times in a row. And it's like, this is difficult. How am I so bad at this? It's on easy mode. I had the assist, the fucking aim assist thing.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Help me.
I didn't even know that was possible. Okay.
It's not like Uncharted where it's like super fucking smooth and great. It's it helps for like one guy. But
okay.
It's
wow.
It's a thing. But yeah, I've been dabbling as well in Cyberpunk.
Just
we'll see if I finish it.
Tread lightly.
Oh no. Oh no.
Tread lightly.
Girl Judy. Oh no.
No, not with you. I'm just saying, like, if you end up meeting Pan Am, I'm just saying.
Like, okay, you're warning me. Okay.
Like, take it easy. It's very easy to bang her in this.
Buddy, you left her for like 9 months. Okay.
Hey, we had a lovely time in a tank together. You'll see, maybe.
Maybe she'll take you to the tank too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That game gets very sexual. It's very strange.
I accidentally talked to a sex robot in that game.
Oh, yeah. Many
first
a time.
off, I'm going to soundbite that. Just me.
Many a times.
And I remember I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what's this character? She's like, do you want to have a fun time? I'm like, sure. What's this entail? And then it gets to the scene, and I'm realizing I'm playing this while my wife is sitting right next to me right now. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I just clicked on this button. I'm so sorry. I'm going to click it again, though, just to make sure I know what this mission is.
At least you don't have to. Wasn't there a game where, like, when you had sex, you had to, like, actually do the motions, like tap?
That was Heavy Rain, I believe. Heavy Rain, you had to push buttons, if I recall. It wasn't like press X to thrust or anything like that, but it was like...
I mean, why not, you know?
I think
push boundaries.
The initiation of the sex scene is what you had to play along to. I want to say that's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm happy for you. Let me know how it goes. Now, you have to let me know how it goes with you and Judy.
Yeah. We're having fun so far. Yeah. You know, we're just rescuing robots and looking up dreams together, apparently. Whatever it's called, Dream Walker or whatever. What the fucking thing? Dude, when I re-picked up the game, I was in the middle of a boss fight, and I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then literally like a couple hours later, I was done with it. I was like, I was this close to finishing the game. I literally put like 80 hours total into that game, and I didn't even know that I was that close to finishing it. So that's wild. Oh, man. I keep getting new missions pop up. I'm like, tell me these are all optional. I don't want to do all this shit. Which ones do I have to do? And I'm looking at the map. I'm like, okay, I just got to do that one and that one.
I looked at my map before because when you get to the final mission, it does say, like, do you want to continue? Because it's going to, like you can come back to it, but it basically goes back to your last checkpoint save or whatever. Yeah. And I still had a shit ton of stuff to do. So, like, if I ever get bored one day and want to, like, do a bunch of side missions and whatnot, I'll maybe do it. But for now, I think Cyberpunk is, I can put it away, and now I can look forward to my next adventure and whatever video game I get sucked into. I re-downloaded.
You have nothing at the moment?
No, I re-downloaded Warzone and just playing some live Call of Duty here and there.
There's no real narrative there. You don't play the campaigns in those, I'm assuming. So.
No, I haven't played a Call of Duty campaign since like maybe the Modern Warfare. I think I played Advanced Warfare. That one was kind of cool, actually. It's like a Michael Bay movie. But no, nothing on the see. This is, I don't know how you feel about this, because like a lot of times when I'm playing a video game, I'm like, I should be writing. I should be doing something like important right now. So what I try to do is, like, I'll either boot up the game and have my controller charging on it and like go off and do something for a little bit. And when I feel content enough with what I've done, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna reward myself. This was a good night. I'm gonna go play some video games. And so I try to do it that way.
That's good.
But then once I see Pan Am, like, everything else goes out the window. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm gonna need a few hours, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that way when I play sports games, because, like, it literally is for nothing. You know, like, I just play, like, fucking 10 games on MLB The Show, and it's like, what did I just do for the last 2 hours? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a narrative game, I'm at least absorbing a story. True. So that's kind of like how I cheat and be like, you know what? I'm experiencing a story here on Cyberpunk, okay? That's what it is. Let's boot up the sex scene again. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
But, yeah, so I have to, like, kind of toe that line a little bit.
When you're playing, like, the sports games, are you... Like, do you throw on a podcast or listen to anything?
I do that sometimes, especially because after you hear the same, play-by-play play-by-play calls again and again and again. It's like, what am I even listening to at this point? So yes, I
Yeah.
will put on a podcast or music or something.
I'll do that. I think that's why I like playing a lot of open world games. Is like once the story stuff kicks in, I'll kind of pause it. But if I'm like exploring the land and doing like random missions, I'll throw something on and listen to it. I'll kind of catch up.
I mean,
with
that I like for Red Dead. Like I love being in that world, so I didn't put anything on during that. Dude, I found it like a 2-hour, 3-hour Red Dead Redemption 2 like ambient noise video on YouTube, and I had it in the background while I worked. I'm like, fuck yeah, here we go.
That's
This
awesome.
is how I'm getting stuff done.
Okay.
Dutch has a plan. It's great. Have a plan, Arthur.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So we talked about Flash. We talked about Kraven. What was the third thing? Mission Impossible.
Embargo dropped. Apparently, it's fun. It's a good time.
Oh, okay, cool.
Don't really have anything to.
Do you like the war that's going on right now between Tom and Chris Nolan?
Oh, they're fighting over IMAX screens, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I love this because none of that's going to matter because Barbie's probably going to win in the end.
You think so?
I definitely.
Barbie's not going to outgross Mission Impossible.
Maybe not.
It might beat Oppenheimer.
I think it'll beat Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Yeah. Mission Impossible is going to be one of the biggest movies of the year, I think. But.
Yeah. But people are liking it though. I literally you said that and I was like, huh, I haven't seen anything. Lovely.
Of the reactions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it dropped like 1:30 today.
Okay. When did they see it?
I think last week.
When did these bastards see
I
this
think
movie?
they showed it in Rome as well.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
So every reaction you see out of there is going to be super positive because you're in Rome watching the movie.
Come fly out. Yeah.
This has been so fascinating. Between this and Flash, like how it's been cool seeing how the studios are kind of planning these screenings. You know what I mean? Because like they're clearly trying to get people who they know are going to like the movie to see it early.
Yeah.
To try to build up hype.
Well,
so it's interesting.
I was gonna say I don't know if they tried that for Indiana Jones, and if it did, it didn't seem to work.
Oh yeah, they showed that at Cannes.
Yeah,
first.
that
And
was
once
Cannes.
that wasn't like super positive, then it's like, uh-oh.
But they did show it, I think, here in LA with like John Williams performing live.
Yeah.
So that's a little. I think that was just the premiere, maybe. So you know, that's a little like, hey, look at us.
Yeah, I'm scared for that. That one's going to be a rough discourse movie, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much of an attachment to Indiana Jones, to be honest.
I don't either.
I've seen him. I like him. I think Crusade is fantastic. It's my favorite of the bunch. I don't even think Kingdom Skull is really that bad. It's not
I think
great.
there's fun parts of that movie.
Yeah. I was just rewatching it. I got bored and turned it off, but I didn't mind. I mean, can I say I didn't mind Shia LaBeouf at the time? I don't know. But yeah, like I'm going in. It's like that's an Indiana Jones movie. Like I don't care. Okay, cool.
Who cares?
I like James Mangold.
I like the ride. You know,
I like the ride. It's a great ride. So we'll see how that goes. It can't be any worse. Can't be any worse.
Let's see.
Than RFK. You know what I mean? Just can't be any worse. Indiana Jones and the RFK syndrome. I don't know. Apparently,
Indiana Jones comes vaccine misinformation.
Apparently, Joe Rogan had on Robert Kennedy Jr., the nephew nephew of JFK, the son of Robert Kennedy.
The second to first Robert Kennedy.
Second to first. Yeah, that's good. It's a good call. That's what we call a callback.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess they were trending all weekend because Joe Rogan had on this fella. I did see clips of this, and it's just quite fascinating, just of how like, oh wow, we shouldn't have Wi-Fi. Like it's fucking. It's just like, what happened? Like
how we got here is very interesting.
The money just really got to him, and he just like went with the grift.
It feels like, you know how absurd Don't Look Up was? Like, I know people have issues with that movie, but like so much of what is happening nowadays like feels straight from that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
absurd. not like challenging anything, just be like, wow, Jamie, look that up. And like even Jamie was like, here's all I found. And it's like, Jamie, you're supposed to be the guy. You're supposed to be the normal. You're supposed to be like, no, actually, here's what I found. And just seeing like I saw the trend because he was trying to put together a debate, but Rogan's been dodging like like these like really great debaters or like people like these in these political spaces for years just like refuses. It's because I think that's the worst part of his hypocrisy is like, I just want to have a conversation, but you won't have a conversation with someone that's going to challenge your views. You'll have someone that challenges the views, but only to fit your narrative. And so, you know,
I saw a meme going around that I'm assuming has been around for years, but it said like 99 out of 100 doctors think this is safe, and then Rogan says, "Let's get that one guy on the podcast."
Exactly. Yeah, I saw another post. It was like he's like, you know, I don't worry what Rogan says because we all had that one friend who had an older brother that was a dumb stoner that said, "Oh, the cell phones are going to take over the world one day," you know. And to Joe Rogan's credit, like he's even said that he's a dummy. You shouldn't listen to me. Yes.
Recently, though?
No, but he has said that. I think this is during COVID when all that stuff was happening. It's like, yeah, but the problem is you have this giant fucking platform and your dummy fans will be like, fuck yeah, bro. Rogan said that. Let's do horse dewormer instead of this stuff that actually works for people. And it's like, and also, sorry, one more thing, and I'm done. I'm back, Cody. I'm fucking back. Why are we still fucking complaining and crying about COVID? Why are we still fucking talking about this? It's fucking insane. Like, not talking about...
there aren't even any restrictions anymore. Like
even like Ron DeSantis is like, the woke mind virus, but this. Like, when Biden was taking over, it's like, he did a terrible job with COVID, all these jobs, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why are we still fucking talking about this?
You know what it is, Christian? You can't get engagement these days without
that's true.
Enragement is what you need.
Ooh,
you like that
frantic
one?
rage.
That one down. That was good. That was good.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, you just got to piss people off. That's the only way to
Yeah,
get
that's
people
true.
involved. I don't know. I don't like it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pisses me off, but just for like, it's like, I want the conversation to be had, but it's just like, I don't know. There is none. It can't be. A lot of people have made up their minds, you know?
Yeah.
I saw posts of people saying, it's like, yeah, my brother was, like, one person was saying, like, oh, yeah, my brother listened to Rogan, like, listened to all these things, was like, yeah, no COVID, no thanks, sheep, dead because of COVID. It's like, there's so many fucking examples of that, and it's just sad. It's just very, very sad.
They're just going after... I think the RFK stuff was about vaccines in general, right?
Yeah.
With like links to autism and shit.
Yeah.
We're still doing that.
But like he's like yeah, that's the thing. He's like cherry picking from certain, like just taking little things like here and there. This is a guy who thinks like, I don't think there's any studies behind this. And again, I'm not a fucking scientist, but I could Google something and I can look up these peer reviews. But
the autism thing has been disproven time and time again.
Yeah.
And it just it pisses me off. Like as someone with like a personal stake in that story.
Yeah.
And like in this world, like I'm done with these people who say vaccines and autism have links. Like I'm not even going to engage them. Like it gets me too pissed off.
Because the worst part about that is whether they personally believe that or not, they're having these talking points because they know it's going to get views.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so
that got me angry. Oh, I don't like this version of myself. Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Hey man. Well, you'll see me on Joe Rogan in a couple of years. Yeah, bro. Fucking totally changed. I'll be living in Texas.
Does he still get like? I know he still gets big guests, but like back in the day, he was getting everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like because of the controversy around him, is he still getting like everybody, or is it just people who kind of feed into the same views? I think for the I mean, I think I haven't listened to him. I've just seen like the clips. I know it's out of context. Yeah. But
I think he still kind of gets the people in his realm. I still think a lot of the like his comedian friends probably still go on to the podcast and whatnot. I would imagine. I mean, I don't even know. Like, does he still do really well? I'm sure he does. I mean, if he's
doing fine,
trending like here and there. But yeah, I don't know. Like he's still weird though, because even he was like, who was like kind of backing Trump back in the day. He was like, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't interview Trump. But I think that was only because he said like he would have to come to the studio. Like, but I think like they wanted him to go to him or something like that.
Weren't they saying to have him moderate a debate between Trump and Biden? Wasn't that another thing?
Yeah, that was so
back in the day.
Stupid.
Yeah,
like it's so dumb. That'd be like him. I feel like he would have said this, but like that would have been like when that was like the time when Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather, and they were like, Joe Rogan should like host this, and he's like, no, I don't know anything about fucking boxing. It's like the same thing. Like, you're not a fucking political commentator. So
certainly not a scientist or a doctor.
No, but he's done DMT, Cody. So
yeah.
Anyways, yeah,
that was scary. I didn't like the person I became there.
Back
to movie news.
Yeah, let's talk about the real important stuff. Entertainment.
Yeah.
How's the writer's check going? It's not great.
Still not looking good.
Still not looking good. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else. I feel good now. I can keep going.
You feel good? I have an interesting game I think I want to try.
Okay.
Okay. Let me turn on my sound because there's music behind it.
Okay.
So I'm going to call this game the Ensemble Game. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a cast list of a movie.
Oh, okay.
One by one.
Is this one of your
list
bits?
off actors.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is a real game.
Okay.
I'm going to list off actors from a movie, and you have to guess what movie this is. Now, I'm going to start toward the bottom. Okay? So we're going to build up, and we see if you can beat the chat, Christian.
Okay.
In guessing what this movie is.
Do you want me to hide the chat or anything, or?
Just don't look at... No, you still have to beat the chat.
Okay,
and you get it before they do.
Okay.
That's kind of what's going on. And nobody in the chat better be fucking cheating, okay?
Yeah.
And here we go. Let me, because I got opened up all my fucking apps again because my computer crapped out.
That's fine. Do your thing.
Anyway. Gonna loop it. Gonna loop the song because I have music going on here. Okay, Here we go. Hearing this?
Oh. Look. Here
we go.
You
are hearing it. Okay.
I was sorry. I was going to throw some beats. Go ahead. Throw some
if
bars.
you want to rap, you can do that too. All right, first up.
Talking ensembles. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Starring. Not starring, but featuring these actors. Casey Bond. Glenn Morshower. Nick Searcy. Vito Ruginis. It's gonna get more. Hold on.
Okay.
Jack McGee. Stephen Bishop. Chris Pratt. Robin Wright.
Oh, I was going one way.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Gonna pause.
It's got to be like a military movie. It's not Zero Dark 30. Zero Dark 30? No.
Jonah Hill.
Whoa. Oh, Moneyball.
Jones. Yes.
Okay.
Moneyball.
Okay.
Moneyball.
Because I was thinking, you said Glenn Morsh. What's his name?
What's that?
You said Glenn Morshower?
Sure.
Or something like that. He's like in every. I was thinking Transformers because he's in like every Michael Bay movie.
Oh, okay. He's got that face.
Yeah, he's always he always plays a military guy. Even Manny said Zero Dark 30. Eric says, "Yo, this beat is fire for real." Golden.
So from my view, there, Christian got it before the chat.
I did.
From what I saw. Okay. I don't know.
I like it. I vote for it.
You like that? Okay. Here we go. You ready to do it again?
Yeah.
All right,
let's do it.
Here we go. Yo.
Looking at me with this motherfucking ensemble. Shut up, bitch.
All right, here we go.
You gotta be humble.
Ensemble's kind of a tough word
it's
to
a
rhyme
word.
with,
I was proud of myself.
Anyway.
Bars. Okay, go ahead.
Blake Bryan. Julio Oscar Machoso.
Okay.
Mark Herelick. Taylor Nichols. Gonna skip that one because that kind of gives away a little bit. Bruce A. Young.
So, say that one more time.
Bruce A. Young.
Okay.
By the way, according to the chat, they got it before you did. Sorry about that.
Bullshit.
You guys are gonna have to let me know who wins in because mine is off.
I didn't know.
John Deal. Here we go. You ready? It's gonna get good. Michael Jeter. Trevor Morgan. Alessandro Nivola. Taya Leone.
Bad Boys.
William H. Macy.
Oh, Jurassic Park 3.
That is correct. That is correct, sir. Good job. Good job. That's twice now.
Trevor Morgan. That was tripping me. I was like, Trevor Morgan. Was he Billy?
No. Trevor Morgan was Eric Kirby. He was the kid.
Okay, yes. Kirby, Peyton Tile.
Billy was Alessandro Nivola.
That's who that. Okay, yeah.
I believe is the Rhino in Kraven.
Oh,
Bring
really?
it full circle. I want to say that was his face.
Huh. Okay.
I think that's who it was.
Manny guessed bench warmers. I was the first person to say anything. So
yeah, I want to say Christian won that round. I think.
I don't think the chat is. It's live. Oh, maybe I have it on top chat. Maybe.
Oh no! Don't tell me. Don't tell me I got it wrong.
Okay, Nick just put in Jurassic Park 3, so I think I won. I think I won.
Okay.
Laserbolt, what's up, Laserbolt? Laserbolt just got here.
Hey, how's it going?
Man, he says I got it first. Woohoo!
Okay, fair enough. Are you ready for the next round?
Yeah.
I got a few more if you want.
Give me the bag. It's not safe.
Not safe. That's a fun sample for a hip hop song. We got to make that a thing. Give me the bag.
Give me the
Not
bag.
safe. All right, here we go.
You stole raptor eggs? You know better than the people that built this place. Okay, go ahead.
That fucking exchange sounds fantastic behind this beat.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Anyway. Christopher Britton. For the record, he plays executive number 2.
Okay.
Jimmy Flynn. Scott William Winters. John Mighton.
Respect to all these folks. I'm like, I don't know them, but good for you.
You know that John Mighton flick?
No.
You ready for this one? Cole Hauser.
Oh, shit. Oh, my
It's
God.
getting real now, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, it's running paparazzi. I'm just going to guess. No, he'd be the top billing. Okay, go ahead.
Casey Affleck.
Yes.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Fuck, he's in everything.
Alexander Skarsgård. I'm kidding. Can you imagine if I listed off all the Skarsgårds? Minnie Driver.
Oh.
Let's wait for that song to loop. Hold on. Wait for it. It's going to loop again. Let's wait for that beat. Wait for that sick beat.
Oh, Good Will Hunting.
Yes, you got it. Sir.
Cole Hauser's in that
Got
movie?
it. Cole Hauser is
He's one of the
apparently-
partners. He's one of the
He
buddies.
apparently plays Billy McBride.
Wow. Okay.
According to
Yeah.
Wikipedia, which is where I'm pulling all this information.
I should have
That's
got
not
on
wrong.
Stellan, and then Mimi, I think it was the one that got me. Sassy
Alright,
got
go
in
for
there
this
with Good Will Hunting.
Who got that one first? Was it Sassy first?
Well, Sassy just put it in right now. So maybe
Okay.
it is delayed. Well, that's right. It's delayed, so
It is.
I didn't see it, so.
Let's do 3 more.
Okay. I'm good.
This one?
I'm 3 for 3,
All right.
I think.
Yeah, you've gotten all of them without me being like, I ran out of actors. So that the game's working, I suppose, in that respect. Here we
Hell
go.
yeah.
The song's still going. I should go.
Manny says Sassy got that. This fucking delay is bullshit. Okay, go
Yeah, it's throwing me off here. Up first. Let's go with Kobe Smulders.
Ooh.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, we're going the top already?
Mm-hmm. This game's called Ensemble Christian. There's a lot of people in this movie.
Oh, no. Movie 43.
No, good guess. It's not really a good guess, but it made me laugh.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
Fuck. Shit.
Charlie Day.
Oh, okay.
Allison Brie.
What the
Where's that
fuck?
beat? There it is.
What the fuck? What?
Nick Offerman.
Oh, Jesus.
Will Arnett.
Dude, everybody.
Okay, now we're getting to the big guns. Elizabeth Banks. This is getting intense. I like this.
Bedazzled?
Morgan
No. Oh, you said Elizabeth
Freeman.
Banks. Sorry. It's, Morgan Freeman? What the fuck?
Will Ferrell.
Okay, that doesn't... Dewey Cox? No.
No. And the top billed person, Chris Pratt. I see Nick got it in
Oh,
the chat.
yeah. The Lego movie. Okay.
It's the Lego
Shit.
movie. Good job, guys. Good
I
job.
don't... I had to animate it. I don't do animated, bro. Come on.
You're not an anime. Oh, that's right.
No, I do.
They're not real movies, of
Who
course.
Kobe
No.
Smulders play?
Okay, 2 more. Let me do
Okay.
this one real quick. Hold
Damn
on.
it, that was good.
Again, I had all these tabs open before my computer
I
decided
think it's
to take
harder when you just start with all the bangers.
Yeah. You mean the beat?
No, like all because you say Colby Smulders, I'm like, okay, she's not.
That's a tricky one. Yeah,
she's
'cause
not in
there's
a lot of
people in that.
movies,
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's tough. All right, ready? Here we go. David Roberts.
Mitchell.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. Ryan Hooks.
It's a good name. It's got me hooked.
Good name.
Like this hook playing right now.
Ewan Bremner.
Damn it. There you're going.
Sound
The
like
other
I'm
one.
McGregor there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bet you thought I did. Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Side note, did not know he was in this movie. Up next. Ray Winstone. Alexis Ziena. Donald Sutherland.
No. Be that.
Kate Hudson. And finally, Matthew McConaughey.
Fool's Gold?
It is Fool's
Oh,
Gold.
shit.
I thought you were going to go How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Holy shit, you got that one? Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Oh,
I
fuck.
planned that to be a whole
Oh,
thing.
you
I was
said
going to
Kate
throw you off.
Hudson. I was thinking of someone completely different.
Damn it. It was Fool's Gold. Good job, sir.
Wow.
Good job. That was good. That was
I think I've seen that once. So.
I've never seen it. I just was going to do How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and I was like, holy shit, they were in another one together. Let's do that one instead.
Yeah, they were in a
Throw 'em off.
couple together. Yeah. Uh-huh. I do
Alright.
prefer How to Lose a Guy. Sorry.
I watched that the other day.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's
Yep.
a perfect, perfect movie.
It ends with Follow You Down by Gin Blossoms. Oh, what a great song. Anyway. All right. Final one.
Okay, here we go. Look. It's the final one of
Last
the
beat.
night. Last
Here we go.
beat.
Paul Adelstein. Adelstein. There's the E before I.
Mm-hmm.
Adelstein. Angelo Tiff. Inmo. You won't? You won't?
Sure.
Don't know how to pronounce it.
Why
I'm so
not?
sorry.
Oh, God, look at my watch, Dan. Gross. Go ahead.
Thomas Rodales Jr.
Julia.
Emilio Rivera. I love waiting for the beat. It's so much fun. Clea Scott. Barry Shabaka Henley.
This sounds like the theme to the first Turok.
Kind of does. Irma P. Hall.
Family?
No.
Oh.
Bruce McGill.
Ooh.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Peter Berg.
Oh, God. Dude, this is weird. I've been in a Peter Berg kick recently. I'll
Peter
tell you
Berg
about
next
it after.
time. Yeah, we'll talk about Peter Berg. Javier Bardem.
What's it called?
Mark Ruffalo. Herman got it.
Oh,
Collateral,
shit.
buddy. It's
Okay.
Collateral.
Damn it. I was thinking of a deeper cut. I was thinking of the one where he plays a cop with Sylvester Stallone. Dang.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's crazy that Peter Berg was just like an actor before he started directing a bunch of stuff. Wow. Okay. I like that. I like that. This is fun.
Favorite line in that movie from him was like, "I'm going to bed. You know what time it is?" It's like, Pete, there's a murder going on here. Anyway.
Yeah. What
How
do
we
we
feel about that game? Was it fun? Was it too slow? Do I need to
No,
pick up? Do I need a faster beat?
I'm a fan.
What should we do there?
I think that'll be totally fun with guests too. Like if
Yeah.
you know like their wheelhouse in movies, and that was more general, but I mean I still did pretty good, out of the bunch.
Because I was thinking, remember in like 2020 when we did the Blockbuster game, like every show and wasted like 2 hours playing that shit. I was looking for stuff like that. Yeah, so
This is fun.
a game like that. So
it's pretty easy. You just select movies. Go to what do you do in IMDb or
Just Wikipedia.
just Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I like it. Yeah. Wow. Damn. You're the Collateral guy. I should have fucking known better.
No, I had to end it with that one. Made sense, right?
I have been on like
I
I
threw
said.
Jurassic Park 3 in there for you. I did Lost World initially, and I was like, nah, I got to do Jurassic Park 3.
I was
That's
watching
even
Lost
funnier.
World this weekend
Yeah.
too. They both of them, the first one and Sci-Fi were on. Or the first and second one were on Sci-Fi. I think that's what I was trying to say. And I was just annoying my family because I was just quoting the whole time. But the one I forgot to do in Catalina was just God bless you.
Oh, damn it. That would have been good.
It's easy, very very easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, good stuff. Yeah, Peter Berg, go check him out. He makes good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
All right, there it is,
All right.
folks.
That it for us?
I think that's all we've That's all we've got. We can do the names. I think
ready.
we're all good with the super chats and everything, and Streamlabs. Appreciate every single one of you. Everyone that does send in a Streamlab or super chat, it goes a long way. It really, really does. We're saving and saving. And if you want to keep
some talks about doing something big that we're saving
so,
for. Yeah.
if you're just saying, if you want to send some money, please, because we might need it.
And once again, we're making a bar. We're going to open up a bar.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about
this is
here.
what this is for, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're throwing out, we're changing amateur hour films to amateur hour bars now, and just completely changing the game right now.
There's got to be like some sort of word or phrase from the show that sounds like a good bar name that we can do. You know what I mean? We got to think about it and get back to you on it. But
I'm sure someone.
It's also funny that like I had this vision of mine while I was sitting alone at a bar, like when it was slow and not making any money at all, and I was like, this seems like a good business idea.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. And you know what's funny? This past weekend, I'm on at my parents' on the YouTube. It's signed into my brother's thing. You know what randomly pops up and I watch for the first few seconds? Wanger's Bowling.
Right?
Very random.
Yeah.
It's very random. I was like,
open up a bowling alley. That'd be my dream.
I mean, you got the bar, right?
Great.
How much? Look that up for the bowling. It's probably more expensive, but you have a bar inside. So
if I just buy that building, let's look that up.
There you go. Reaper4213, love you guys. Hugs and kisses. Hugs, XOXO.
That's great.
Thank you, Reaper.
Can we end every show with that, with everybody commenting all caps?
That's going to be the name. That's going to be the name of the bar. Love you guys. Hugs and kisses. There it is. And then in parentheses, with your consent, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, just saying, if you want to throw some quiche our way, we would greatly appreciate that. Looking at the numbers, whoo, Cody, whoo. No, we'll be okay. All right. So, and it's not for a Stream Deck, Manny. Although, if this kicks off, we could buy a lot. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Every single week, give a shout out to our patrons. Every single week, I said that. God, wow.
What's up?
I said every single week we give a shout out. Every single week, I said something like that. $15 and up, Patreon supporters, they get shout outs here, followed by a funny soundbite. Here we go. Aaron Woodley.
All that I've got.
It's good. Alec Ramler Young.
I don't know. So sorry. You know, if your family's killed by AI in the future, I did help it learn.
Alexis Lopez.
We're almost in quarantine. When was our first quarantine year? We're almost.
Arcadio Cassianos.
All right. Hey, ladies.
Billy Storley.
I'm a basic bitch when it comes to my Starbucks.
Bobby Mitchell.
Because the meat is really thick.
Brian Arsenal.
Because we're whores.
Brian D.
He had a big ass dick and a hurricane tongue.
Brian Garcia. Chris Jones.
Booty, rocking everywhere.
Cindy Perez. Hi, Cindy. Shout out to all the moms. Claire Stefan.
Brian, fuck you. This movie's great.
Connor Kennedy.
Excuse me.
Elena Marie 10.
Christian, aka Cobster. You guys can call me Cobster if you like.
Ugh, what terrible audio too.
That's
FS1138.
built in on the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Money, oh my right guys, cash money.
Harley Payne.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Oh my god.
Come
Oh my
out.
god.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Up in your ass.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man.
Christ, man.
James Lavario.
Cody.
Oh.
Brian.
Ooh. Jason Harvey.
Oh, fuck.
John.
Oh.
Oh my God. John Noto. Cody knows what I'm talking about. You slut. Justin Than Huan Nguyen. Who's the head of HBO Max or Max? David Zlasgov. Carl Soderbeck.
You say come?
Cat Burger.
Drink lots of water and stay hydrated, obviously. That's the same thing.
Kyle Johnson.
Every not so funny joke.
Wow. That's great. I still need to watch his show on Max, the Watergate show. Maris Thornton.
Oh yeah. There we go. Fucking Felix, get out of here.
Michael Bittner.
Ho, 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 honey.
Nick Wade. Ramon Cock.
That's my son. I would fucking kill for him.
This weekend while we were hiking, we saw Bobcat or mountain
You
lion.
saw Bobby and Cat there?
No, I did not see them. I saw mountain lion. I think bobcat too, same shit.
Okay.
And my brother was like, "What would you do if like a mountain lion came up to your dog?" And I was like, "I would fucking murder that animal with my
That's my
bare
son.
hands.
I would fucking kill for him.
I would murder him. I would turn myself in gladly,
Yeah.
easily." Anyways, Ruben E25. I know.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit. Although, Singley.
I met Larry.
Senior film.
I almost sucked Larry's cock.
Sergio Castaneda.
Tell her I blew my ass.
Stephanie Moret.
What's 6 inches? Am I right, guys? What is it?
Terry Stockwell.
Booty, booty, booty. Rocking everywhere.
DJ Jones.
All that I've got.
Tyler Eklund. And finally, Wiley Todd. You care to explain?
So that was a fan-submitted theme song for Brett to the Future, a segment we did on the Schmoes Know podcast
And you just
7 years ago.
randomly had that?
I found it in the old Brian's old sounds folder that I have.
Wow.
That was, I believe, from Chris Clark, I think, was the
Oh, wow.
the viewer who made that. So
Oh,
shout out to
yeah.
him.
Talented musician. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go.
He also made this sick beat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
You
this
know
on
what?
during the outro.
I was just about to say,
Yeah.
I'm doing the outro right now.
Yeah.
Play. Oof. Look. Give me. You ever see that on TikTok where they're like, "Give me 3 words. Doesn't matter," and it's like, banana, Pearl Harbor, and green. And he's like,
That's 4
"Look,"
words.
or well, 3, whatever.
Pearl Harbor's 2.
He's like, "Give me 3 things, whatever."
Yeah.
He's like, "Look, I ate a banana on Pearl Harbor with this green." You know, like, and he just fucking,
What kind of TikTok?
he just raps, and then he finds a way to put that all into one rap. It's crazy. He's good. He's good. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Wanger Show. We appreciate you. Go check out other episodes right here. Make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribing, and join the Patreon if you want to as well. Have a good day. Be good.
Later.
I want to wait for it to end, and